this week's edition of Louisiana Outdoors here inside Superior Bait and Tackle. Mr. Mark Mathews is with us. Mark, how are you, sir?
Doing fine.
Here we are in late April, early May, right around the corner. Perfect time to go trout fishing, but you say, wait a minute, not this weekend specifically.
Well, it's a little breezy. I think it's steady about 20-knot wind along the coast.
So those winds down there are getting pretty hefty.
Yeah, it's going to be a little breezy.
So maybe just practice at home a little bit this weekend, guys and gals. But
get gear ready.
There we go.
Get things lined out for when it does give us a break, we can get after it.
Now today, Mark, you're going to walk us through a little demonstration here. Double rig, a great way to catch some trout out there in the water.
Yeah, basic, you know, you've got your top water, then you can do a Carolina rig. Of course, another popular way, of course, is more so in the winter, is a jig head and a piece of plastic. But a very popular way, other than under a cork, is to use a double rig. And you can, of course, buy a lot of these pre-made and packaged. And H&H makes one. Spec Buster's a big deal. You can also take a artificial shrimp like this Berkeley Power Bait Saltwater Coastal Candy, and you can double rig this, which is a great option as well, because the double rig actually does emulate shrimp being pursued by trout.
How effective is the double rig in general? I mean, it's usually working out pretty well, right?
It gives you an advantage as far as presentation, and it kind of helps you work the presentation more natural, so it looks a little more like what the fish are actually going after in the water.
Good. Well, walk us through the steps here, sir.
I've got a bulk roll of some 30-pound test fluorocarbon here. A piece about, I would say, about this long. Just kind of do it by judge, habit. So very simple. You just have to where you attach the jig head. Of course, this one has a little clear coat in it. I'll have to open it. You can attach a jig head on both sides of the piece of string, or a line, fluorocarbon in this case, 30-pound test. In the heavier pound test fluorocarbon, actually it's a little more coarse, so it helps what you're fishing with fall a little slower. Normally the fish are going to hit on the drop, and we have clear coat in this one as well, so we cleared that out. Very simple. We just, tied a jig head on both sides, and sometimes if the current is heavier or the tide is very strong, you may go to a heavier head. Also that, helps you throw it. The cast in a windy situation would be easier. And then very simply, you need to have it about like so, and then you grab it here. Now the key is when we make this loop, is we pass through once, and of course we need to pass through a second time, and that keeps it from slipping up and you lose your knot. So fair enough. Just attach your artificial plastic to both sides and tie your rod and reel line here, and you throw it out and you just work it like shrimp in the surf.
Perfect,
Works
Mark.
well. Nice
and simple, just like that. Couple-minute prep. Pays off big time in the end.
All right, thank you.
We appreciate it. And that'll do it for this week's edition of Louisiana Outdoors here inside Superior Bait and Tackle right here on CB Lane.